Machiavelli Hemlock here for another video. This one's going to be a little fun, but weird. We're going to be vibing with Metal Gear Solid and just like weird rants I have in my head about things. To start with, we have a rant about sound. Sound in Metal Gear Solid gets weird to me when basically if you pay attention to game sounds enough, it's a mix of authentic and inauthentic. Some of the sounds are irregular. For example, the best example is a helicopter sound in Metal Gear Solid 2 that is actually basically at least the same pattern as an engine. Literally, something like, surprisingly, that truck over there at least has the repetition that helicopter wings were like swinging in a Metal Gear Solid 2 scene when they introduced Olga. And there are other things that makes you pay attention to too, like the sounds of guns. Some sounds of guns are weird because, people claim the gun sound is authentic, but it's weird to me when I vibe with how a bullet should sound in my head when it explodes. It's supposed to be like a minor explosion. Metal Gear Solid sounds are weird in that they are honestly like fucking sound gun frequency. It's really annoying. Fucking some of them can just like hurt your ears with the fucking sound of those guns if they amplify it too hard. Like the P90, if a glitch happens or something, I'm not even sure it's a glitch. If you use the gun too hard, a fucking sonar ping happens. It's annoying. We've heard of sonar ping, but very minorly amplified. It's actually a very restrained version of sonar ping. The exclamation point sound when they discovered an enemy in Metal Gear Solid games is actually the same sound a real sonar ping happens when you're in a submarine as a Navy SEAL or something, and you sonar ping the ocean to try and figure out where any objects are around you and stuff with your sonar radar. Literally, like the exclamation point sound for when they discover you, and then when an enemy discovers you as a Solid Snake or Raiden, is the same sound as a real sonar ping, but not as loud as it's supposed to be. Sorry, it's actually really fucking loud. It's annoying. Let's see. Anything else about sound that's popping off in my head? There's another thing. They were very authentic with door knocks, now that I think about it, where, like, you would notice that there would be patterns with how you would knock on objects, at least in Metal Gear Solid 2, where they would sound different, which is very authentic. But a bit too authentic sometimes. There would be variables based on how loud the knocking would be. It was obvious pattern is that wood is what knocks the loudest, with stone being some of the softest stuff, and after that's rubber, if I, like, knock on my shoe. Let's see, is there anything else? There are tips and tricks in those games that are actually real to an extent. For example, smoking is one of them, where if smoking a cigarette actually helps you see infrared light better. It's honestly, it claimed that even smoking a cigarette can dilate your eyes a bit, which is why you become more susceptible to things like a car's brake light or something, for better or for worse. Because some of it's like pretty neat to fucking me as a smoker, because basically it can be such a difference in tones of light that basically we could be seeing two different kinds of light between you and me right now. Like example is my face looks like it's in shadows right now, but looking around me I don't see anything really in shade. Like my fucking camera's claiming is like so dark I have to do this angle to see a clear shot of my face. Or stuff like that. Like literally it's like even a difference in the sky right now. Like I'm bored. I see like a light blue sky between the clouds. What shade are you guys seeing? It's like a grayish light to me right now, but light gray. It was bright yellow earlier, but now it's like gray. Oh, now we're getting a surge. It's surging. Did you guys notice the surge before me? The sunlight's been fluctuating a bit hard today. I notice it way harder when I'm outside. See, that's another interesting sound. They make you pay attention to Metal Gear Solid, and for some reason my fucking lore head's popping up saying that's supposed to be a Makarov sound. Which basically a Makarov sound is supposed to be something that's like a bit hurtful, but a weird vibe. It's supposed to be like a fucking It's like a weird sound frequency vibe, or like it's a fucking slow pattern that's like fucking really oblong or some shit. That's a sound pattern that's like deep and slow enough to hurt your ears, like a fucking brown note. Let's go with that. Anything else from Metal Gear Solid I'm popping off with? Honestly, it teaches you neat things to an extent. Like, it teaches you the ideal stances for holding guns, unlike almost any game ever. All the gangster poses you see in video games are sabotage. Fucking all the best ways to hold guns, unless your wrist is sturdy, is to hold it with the trigram pose, which is something like this. If you see my arms, how I'm holding the camera, it's like basically it, but with two hands around the grip. With your hands in an isosceles triangle shape, at least. Don't make a square, you're dumb. I don't remember what that's called. I've learned about the positioning in a book before. Then it turned out that positioning was illegal. Basically, all the poses for Metal Gear Solid for holding guns are like the most authentic and work the best. Like, honestly, almost everything. I think they criticized the shotgun, but I still like the shotgun for hip fire. What else? Water patterns get weird in Solid Snake's vibe. They simulate the rain and water really well, which is peculiar because fucking something about that doesn't feel right. They had to fucking like tilt the ground in a bit into like a downward triangle in order to make that perfectly go into the drain from that fucking water spot. That might be a Hot Shots golf vibe though, but that might just be paying attention to fucking golfing lanes too hard or something. I'm thinking anything else I need to remember from Metal Gear Solid that piques my interest. And I'm running out of stuff for this rant. I hit a blank. I'm fucking thinking about Solid Snake and porn right now, and just like, that's just, we don't need to focus on the porn vibe. All I'm saying in my head is Solid Snake supports porn, which that's neat. And we're gonna end this vibe here because I can't think of anything about Metal Gear Solid that's weird at the moment. Codec calls aren't real. I'm hearing he fucking at least that he wasn't talking during them. He talked out loud. He wasn't psychic during that, as we all know. He had like I'm hearing in my head that from recent technology, he had like a bone microphone in his skull, which let him talk with his mic in his fucking head. Yeah. Anything else? Psycho Mantis isn't real. That was his mom. That was Hideo's mom. Digging down Hideo with a puzzle he couldn't solve. No. It's supposed to canonically be Snake's mom? I don't get that. I think we're off track. I think we're going nowhere. My vibe's twisted and confused. Weird vehicle. I haven't seen that construction vehicle before. I wonder what that thing is, guys. Anyway, that's giving another shrill sound that fucking Snake would call a sound gun, because that fucking hurt my head a bit. Fading away the farther it gets. Fucking, you know, that's you know what? We're gonna change this video with a conspiracy video after this because I'm bored. Fucking, there's been dumb shit happening with sound in this. I'm gonna complain about sound. Peace and love, guys.